Hi there, my name is Mark and welcome to the Man Cave. Now you just saw a glimpse of my boring life. Well, I don't think it's boring, but others might think it's boring, right? Compared to DDE, Retta Rossa, I don't know, whatever comparison you have. The reality is I got places to go, people to meet, things to do. I'm a dad. That's just life as it is, and somewhere in between we need to find time to drive a Ferrari or play with the Ferrari. I haven't driven her in 6 weeks now. What? Trust me, it's okay, because I have a garage next to my home. I can walk in there any day. I do it every day. Take a look at her, sit in her sometimes, or just wander around. Imagine not having a place to store your car at home. Imagine that she would be all alone in a dark garage, cold, lonely. She might think you will forget her. Now the weather is actually good outside, as you have just seen, but I can't take her for a drive. I've had surgery a few weeks ago, and to be honest, I think the noise of the Ferrari will probably hurt my head so much. I just can't. Maybe in a week or two, I promise I will take her out for a drive again. Because it's getting better and better. There is some good news though. The last few weeks I had a lot of time to think about my hobby. What I'm gonna do with the Ferrari, with making videos like this. And I had a lot of time to think about how can I make my hobby more enjoyable, but also maybe a little bit more enjoyable for you guys to watch. I actually started to write some things down and made a plan. Whoa. Part of that plan is to create a goal. Where do I want my channel, my hobby to be in a year, 5 years, 10 years? My first short-term goal is to get 500 subs on YouTube. Doesn't sound like a lot, but for me that would be very special. And I promise you guys, I'm gonna give you something back. For 500 subs, at the end of the year, when we hit the 500 subs, I will make a special small video about that. And the first one that will reply will get a gift from me. And what it is, I'm not gonna tell you yet. That basically means that if you're not subscribed, then please do it now, right? My second short-term goal is to create a crew. We already have Mark that helps me a lot with the Ferrari, and I really love Mark. He's one of my closest friends, and I really enjoy when he's here and we're always laughing. And that made me realize that how cool would it be if we got a few people around us, Mark and I, that we can ask, well, we want to make a video, do you want to join, etc. So we can drive, for example, 2 cars, and we can make some more exterior pictures of the 308, or share some ideas and do work together, like a collaboration with other creators would also be very, very cool. And my goal this year is to assemble a little crew of people who are willing to help, and whenever I have an idea I can share it, and maybe they will say, oh come, let's do it. So if you are near The Hague, or living near The Hague, or in the Netherlands, and you want to travel a lot, it doesn't matter, and you want to be part of the crew, find me on Instagram, send me a personal message, and maybe we can work something out. Third short-term goal. I want to have some giveaway merch. Yeah, why would a channel with only 500 subs need giveaway merch? That's why we need giveaway merch. I want something like hoodies or caps or something that if we meet each other, it will always be in the car. And if we meet each other and we have a lovely conversation, that I want to give something. And I think I want to show you guys that I want to connect. And that's why I think, well, merch could be an easy tool, and it would be so much fun. Just to give someone a sticker, a little child. Give a little child a sticker when you walk on the street, and that child will smile. We adults can smile too. So basically what I'm asking right now is leave a comment on what you want as merch. Hoodie, a cap, a sticker, I don't know. What would you, if you saw this car and you want to be remembered on this car, what would you put on it? Or put on it? Or put on? I don't know. If you have any ideas, what do you want to see? What could I create for you to enjoy? And maybe you want to see a specific car, or do you want to see me crash the Ferrari? I don't know. Just let me know what you want to see. What about the 308? Back to the 308. What's the plan for this winter? Well, I got a lot of things to do. There's so little time. For example, we got small things to fix. We got a heater fan that needs to be fixed. We need some electrical fixing. Just wrote down what again. We got some trim on the back of the car that needs to be put on. I'm gonna do that with my friend Mark. I can't do that alone. We got some screws that needs to be changed, and we got to check the suspension. We've got to align the car. It's still not aligned. It has to go back to Gus. That's not a small thing. Because of the oil leak. We got the coolant leak. We got the deck struts that are not functioning anymore. And if somehow I somewhere find money, because I'm broke as can be, we need to paint the wheels again silver. I decided once I have the money, I'm gonna paint the wheels silver again. But that's not all. We got the 308, of course, but we also got the Ford. We have to finish the wheels over there, has to be put on the Ford. We got some new suspension for the Ford I have to put on. So many things you could do. Yeah, that's life. So, yeah, the reality is there's always a list of things we can do on a Ferrari. But the main goal is to drive. Okay guys, I just gave you a little insight of my mind. And it's exploding right now because it still hurts from all the thingies the doctors have done. Hopefully in about a few weeks, 2 weeks or something, I feel a lot better. We're gonna drive. And I decided, here in the Netherlands we have some rules when it comes to old cars. When they're a young timer, or between 30 and 40 I think, then you're not allowed to drive 3 months a year, or otherwise you have to pay full taxes. Once the car is about 40 years old, or something like that, yes, then it's tax free to have a car like this. She's 44 years old. I don't have to pay taxes anymore. So I can drive her whenever I want, however I want. So we're gonna drive her this winter when the weather is good. Why not? We're gonna take her to Gus. We're gonna check all the thingies that needs to be checked. We're gonna make her better. And next year I want to do some really real road trips, like 6, 7, 8 hour drives or something like that. I'm just thinking, for example, there's a company called MK Sports Cars in the UK. I really love the Lotus 7 type of cars. Self-built cars. Maybe one day I will build such a car here in the garage or somewhere else, because she's going nowhere. How cool would it be to drive there with my friend Mark, for example, film there and next day drive back? That would be a great adventure. Or maybe even in the future take this baby to the factory.